hobby, and this was influenced by my father and a bunch of other stuff. But I don't go to school. I was in school. School's not for me. I'd rather do this for a living if I could. And when I was telling him, you know, he was trying to like talk to me about getting into school and how I'm not handling my responsibilities and just all this other stuff. And he referred to what I do just as a hobby. And since he did that, this is the piece. Hobby. An activity done regularly but one's leisure time for pleasure. But that's funny, because half of the time I write when I'm in pain. They say a hobby is something that we do in our free time, but when I'm at work, I write more than soldiers going overseas, and I can give a fuck if my manager walks by and overseas. Sometimes I visit myself already on the stage. I'm roaming the aisles, practicing my hand gestures, spitting my bars to the crowd. Multiple nods, I guess they concur. Snap back to reality. Oh, hey, how you doing, sir? Are you looking for the Levi's? Oh, they're in the right-hand corner. Yeah, no problem. Have a good one. Sometimes I just stand at this register and let my mind register. I'm still waiting on the shift, but can barely make it through this shift. A list of things to complete. All I'm thinking is A-B. I must have ADD because the only thing that has my attention are these rhymes. Customers harassing, but I'm trying to make time for this, but I got a long line, sneak away to the bathroom to stall time. 5, 10, 15, hell, sometimes even 20. I leave this hell on earth just to jot on paper receipts, and I'm refunded back the bliss of solace. And to me, this is all that matters. My head packed with ambition, needed space for all my goals. The prize of a failure is not a constellation. Poetry is the outline to my success. You can even see the constellation. So how can my father say you don't matter? How can you be discarded and deemed as something retarded when my legacy will remain because of you even after I've departed? My father asked, do I get paid for this? I told him I don't. Well, I mean, at least not yet. This isn't a contest. It's a global concept to chase after something you love to do. I don't want to hear guns flapping and my boss being chewed. Out on the streets, to me, that's cool. I will still have a sign that says, we'll spit poems for food. Loafing around, being a sloth is the only way I can see myself in this position. But even if I steal for stacks of bread because these crumbs don't add up to a slice behind bars will still be my vice. No matter what the sentence, I've been condemned to a life of writing about my life. Before I was smoking, back when my friends were too immature to deal with my problems with relations, back then when the advice was, man, fuck that girl. But see, I love that girl, and it wasn't that simple. My mind frame was shattered, but still I poured out my heart from this picture into these love letters only to receive death threats. How can I not remember? When I was going deeper and deeper into depression because the popular guys were getting picked and I was left sitting on the bench, couldn't press these issues off my chest, so in my journal I list all my problems with the only solution to suicide. I didn't have that voice to tell me it's all good, man. No, I couldn't call Saul, but you guys know what's funny? I still have that note. Taking on my wall. This so-called hobby robbed and took away all of my certainty. This so-called hobby will turn into a career, but without support, more than